Hello everyone, and welcome to the video. Just a quick warning, this is a much longer video than normal, so hopefully you can stick with me. I was just doing my normal training videos and then the throwing started to feel really good, so I just had to get the camera out and include it, and the results were good, so I'm glad I did. So if you're just more interested in the throwing, feel free to skip to the end. I'll put some chapters in so that you can do that. If not, then thanks for sticking with me and enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Okay, so it's speed training time now. After a pretty bad session yesterday out throwing, I'm feeling pretty motivated to throw hard today. So just going to try to channel all that anger into some natural throws at full speed and just see how we go. Anyway, straight into it with the light disc on the single leg arm only throws. Something kind of fun today and get my confidence back up. So I've got a bench out there at 250 feet. I'm gonna start off with putters and I'm just gonna throw them at that bench, and once I get there, I'm gonna go back 30 feet, and if I don't manage to get there, I'm gonna go up to my mids and then so on. So see how far I can get. Just have a bit of fun really, just trying to get the speed back up. It's also pretty windy and a headwind right now, which isn't really ideal. I mean, That looks like it just sailed right past it. So I think we completed it, but might as well throw the rest of them. Well, that's definitely past it. Jawbreaker zone. Well, we went 3 for 3 there. Back to 280 now, still with the putters. Overturned that one. That'll be close. That one will be close. Got super close there with that second lunar. Gonna call it a miss though, because I did say I wanted to be getting past it, and it was more or less right in line. So I'm gonna move on to the mid-ranges. I've got 3 buzzes of varying stabilities in a Malta, so see how we do. Still at 280 here. That one looks like it's done it. Wow, really nice rip on that one. Try the Malta. Be interesting to see if I can get this far, because it is quite overstable, even in the headwind. Put it on high though, which is no good. Alright, we'll go see. Okay, move back to 310 now. I know I'm not going to be able to make that with my buzzes, because that's, well, probably 15 feet past my personal best, and we're into a headwind, so just going to jump straight up to the fairways, otherwise we're going to be here forever. And I don't need to be throwing so hard that I'm not throwing cleanly. So moving up to the fairways now. Starting off with Undertaker. I'm only throwing the ones that I know have a chance of getting there. For instance, I'm not going to bother throwing my Captain's Raptor or anything that I know won't get there. Too low. Right, up to the Reaper. This is kind of my go-to. That might have just sat right underneath it. Okay, got 2 Onyxes now. This is the understable one. Throw that. Now this is more of a straight one. Too much hyzer. So the Reaper got there it was right underneath the bench. I'm going to count that. So now we're back to 340, which would have been way outside of my normal distance a few months ago. So if I can get anywhere near this with fairways, I'll be happy. I'm going to have to give them a bit more height and a bit less hyzer. So we'll see. Close. Definitely short. try the Onyx. I think this is my best chance. Oh, that's overturned. Pretty far though. Like I said, that one is pretty unstable, and this is into a headwind. Undertaker was only about 5 feet short there, so 335. I'm really impressed with that effort. In a tailwind, could be getting a bit more than that, but I'd be throwing into this long grass if I was doing that, and I don't fancy losing a disc today. So now going up to the distance drivers, I've got a Zeus, a Force, and 2 nukes. So let's see how we do. Well, I think the Zeus just went easily past it, so we'll go Force next. We got way too high. Well, if the Zeus wasn't past it, that is. Way too low, but that might still have a chance. I think we got at least 2 out of those. Got the Zeus right here, right next to it, and the nuke another sort of 10-12 feet past, and the other nuke was just short, but I threw that too low. So pretty impressed with the accuracy on 3 of those shots out of 3 out of 4 from 340 feet. Right, made it 2 out of 4 that time. So we're back now 370. Which pretty far. I mean, I know I can get 380 plus, but generally not in a headwind. And you know, I've also been doing all these form stuff at the moment, so the reason I'm out here is because my confidence wasn't all that high. So if I can get near this would be great. I'm gonna call this the last round anyway. I've had the final round of my tournament yesterday, so approaching my pitch clock really for today. So we'll give it a go. And that's overturned. Tough to give them enough power into a headwind, keep them under control. Good flight, was too high. Not too far off. Okay. One of the nukes might have a chance. Just short, I think, yeah. I think we're just short. I think all of those were coming up sort of 20 feet short maybe, but they were nice throws. I think the wind just wasn't really helping me there, but I'm going to come out and do this a bit more. I think this is really helping me sort of progress through, giving a little bit more power at each time, while still trying to keep the form decent. So this was good fun. So this week I've dialed back the amount of form work that I'm doing a little bit. I'm out here to do a bit of work on it, but I've been sort of focusing more on throwing really at the moment. So I've already warmed up. I've done about 15 minutes of just sort of focusing on the upper body and the pocket, and now the majority of my focus is going to be on the brace, which is the second thing that Nick's had me working on at the moment. So we're going to go through his evolution 2 and 3 drills today, so that's what I'm going to do for the next sort of half an hour or so. straight into it. So the first thing I'm trying to do is make sure that I feel that my weight is going through my insteps, and then I'm just doing like little hops and trying to land with as straight of a leg as I feel comfortable doing and halting my momentum. So I've already done quite a few of these before I put the camera on, otherwise it'd be a very long video, but happy with the way that looks. So now I'm going to start to try to, when I land on the hop, add a little bit of hip rotation in. I'm going to try to do that without twisting my upper body too much, because I tend to just sort of want to go straight away like this. So I'm going to try to focus on hop and then open the hips, but keep the upper body kind of square if I can. So okay, so that felt really, really good actually. When I actually added in the twist, I really felt it up the back of my leg and my glute a lot more than I was even just with the standing one. So yeah, that feels good. I'm happy with that. Done that quite a few more times to sort of let that sink in, and now that I'm comfortable, I'm going to move on to the towel one. So what I'm trying to do here now is same feeling, same setup and everything, but then once I land and twist, then I'm gonna let my upper body and the towel release through like I'm throwing a disc. So we'll give that a go. I haven't done a lot of this yet, so we'll give this a go and see how it feels. Okay, that was feeling okay. I feel like I was having a bit of a harder time sort of feeling it there. But we're going to move on to the disc and give this a go, trying to do the same thing, but then throw the disc. Not worrying about speed or anything like that, but just trying to really focus on that feeling in that right leg. Got some that look pretty good there, so we're going to try it with the towel again now. Those are starting to look really good now actually, so we're going to work up to the disc and hopefully we can see the same kind of thing. Hello, post-production Matt here. So, these are the this is the data from this TechDisc session that I just decided to throw after the bracing was feeling really good, and all of it was feeling really good in general, actually. So can see from this that 6 of the throws came out over 60 mile an hour, which I've never had more than 2 in one of these 20 throw average sessions. So really happy with that. And then you can also see on the right, even better, 3 of them were estimated to go over 400 feet according to the TechDisc's estimate. So that's leading me to the question of, what do I actually need to do to throw 400 feet, and can I do it yet? So these are the numbers for the averages with one of my average throws with a good sort of release angle. You can see 58 miles an hour, 377 feet in the bottom left corner there. So what I wanted to test was, well, that's my average throw speed. So if with these numbers I get up to 59 miles an hour, which I'm at 390, and then if I go up to 60, which is one of my best at the moment, 403. So this means I have a chance. If I can throw one of these speeds with a good angle, I should be able to get it. Hey, so I'm out here at the field. Pretty windy, so sorry if it sounds awful. I may have to switch it off. We got a decent left to right tailwind, so this should be a very much helping wind. Having got the most 60 plus mile an hour throws I've ever had in one session yesterday, I think there's a decent chance we do it today. So we're just going to throw and give it a go. That building out there is pretty far, probably like 450, so just throw towards that and hopefully we get over 400 today. It is raining a little bit, which isn't helping, but can't complain too much. Gotta try not to do too many of those where I rip it over. Okay, Blizzard bosses, these could do quite well in this wind. Alright, some nukes now. Running pretty good, but the wind's not, if the angle's not right in this wind, they are just dropping, unfortunately. Right. Longest one there was 370, which not bad. Very good for a first set, actually. Normally it takes me at least a few goes to get up to that, so, and then normally I'm sort of gaining an extra 20 feet or so by the end, so if that trend continues, it could be close. That was a really nice one. Ah, so low. That one looked far. Not sure if it is. Positive start there. Oh, that was on such a good angle, but it just burned into the ground. Alright, pile of discs here is where my furthest one landed. Back there's the bag. Measured it from the disc. 122.5 meters, which in feet, 401.10. So that's it. I've actually done it. Now, have I got a helping wind? Yes. But 3 of those sets of those discs, one was at 118, one was at 120, and that was 122.5. So 3 of those were really close to that 400, and one is just over. So I think I'm still going to throw one more set, because that's only my second set, and I only threw half a set because of the people. So I think I'm going to throw one more and see if we can beat that. But I've actually thrown over 400 feet on flat ground. After yesterday's TechDisc session, I just felt it was coming today, and so I wasn't even going to let the rain stop me. Hello, me again. So this is the end of the Road to 400 series, which I'm very happy to say. I did film a third set while I was out at the field, but the video was getting so long, I just didn't want to include it. So what's coming next? My plan is to reevaluate where I'm at and come up with some new, much more lofty goals, and then do a new series on going for that. So please let me know in the comments what kind of things you want to see. Do you want to see a similar thing where I'm pushing for more speed and distance goals, or are you more interested in maybe seeing some more game related goals, sort of like score stuff, prepping for tournaments, just trying to improve my overall game? Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Also let me know whether you like these kind of weekly, more in-depth ones, or if you'd prefer to see sort of like maybe monthly highlight type things. Again, I'm just trying to reevaluate for what I want to do in the next series, so let me know what you like and what you'd like to see. I'd be happy to hear it. Anyway, I'm going to do one more final video on this series, just sort of summarizing all the little things that I did that turned out to be big things in helping me achieve this goal, and hopefully that will be helpful for you guys at home. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.